Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your weekly tarot guidance for May 5th through May 11th, 2025. How are you feeling as you structure your week? The Sun in fellow Earth sign Taurus is activating your sector of creativity, romance, and self-expression, encouraging you to bring stability and perhaps sensuality to your pleasures and passions. It's a time to build something enjoyable and lasting. This reading resonates with the Capricorn frequency. Remember to check your moon and rising signs for additional perspective. We'll explore the general energies influencing your week, delve into your relationships and heart matters, and then focus on your career and financial picture, areas where you naturally excel. As always, view this as strategic insight. Your discipline and ambition are your greatest tools. Let's shuffle and see what the blueprints reveal for your week, determined Capricorn. For your general atmosphere this week, Capricorn, the cards revealed are the Nine of Wands, reversed as your foundation, Temperance influencing your focus, and the Page of Swords, reversed indicating the potential outcome. Your foundation for the week is the Nine of Wands reversed. This card reversed can indicate giving up just before the finish line, exhaustion leading to surrender, refusing to compromise or learn from past battles, paranoia, or feeling overwhelmed and undefended. You might be starting the week feeling weary from past struggles, perhaps tempted to drop your defenses or abandon a long-held position due to sheer fatigue. There could also be stubbornness preventing you from adapting your strategy. Remember, Tarot highlights this vulnerability or rigidity so you can address it. It points to fatigue potentially undermining resilience. The advice is to assess your boundaries and energy levels honestly. Is it time to rest, truly rest, or do you need to find a sustainable way to persevere? Avoid paranoia, but be discerning. Perhaps compromise or a change in tactics is needed rather than giving up entirely or stubbornly refusing to budge. Find resilience through flexibility. The key influence or area demanding your focus is Temperance. This beautiful major arcana card signifies balance, moderation, patience, integration, and finding harmony by blending opposing forces. Following the potential exhaustion or rigidity of the Nine of Wands reversed, Temperance offers the perfect antidote. The focus this week needs to be on finding equilibrium, practicing patience, and blending different elements of your life or different approaches harmoniously. It's about finding the middle path, avoiding extremes, and integrating lessons learned. The guidance is clear: seek balance in all things. Practice patience with yourself and situations. Mix and blend different ideas or energies carefully to create something harmonious. Avoid excesses. Moderation is key to restoring energy and finding a sustainable way forward after feeling weary or embattled. The potential outcome, where these energies may lead, is the Page of Swords reversed. This card reversed often suggests scattered thinking, acting hastily without full information, communication breakdowns, speaking harshly or defensively, or perhaps dealing with gossip or misleading news, following potential wariness, and Nine Wands reversed, and a need for balance, Temperance. This outcome warns of potential pitfalls in communication or decision-making. Without careful moderation, Temperance, the underlying frustration or defensiveness might lead to sharp words, misunderstandings, or acting on incomplete information. Ideas might feel scattered or unproductive. This highlights the consequence of potentially failing to find balance. Seeing this potential helps you steer consciously. The guidance is to think before you speak or act. Gather all necessary information before making decisions. Communicate clearly and calmly, avoiding defensiveness or aggression. Be wary of gossip or misinformation. Channel mental energy constructively rather than letting it scatter. Let's gently turn our attention to your heart space, Capricorn. What energies are flowing in your connections? Your foundation in love is the Seven of Pentacles. The core influence is the Six of Wands reversed, and the potential outcome is the Empress. Your love life foundation this week is the Seven of Pentacles. This card signifies patience, investment, evaluating progress, and waiting for results after putting in sustained effort. You might be assessing the growth of a relationship, patiently nurturing a connection, or taking stock of where your long-term emotional investments stand. It represents a period of contemplation about the work you've put in and whether it's yielding the desired harvest. This suggests a foundation of thoughtful evaluation and patience. The key influence or focus in your love life is the Six of Wands reversed. This card reversed can indicate lack of recognition, disappointment, delayed success in relationships, feeling unacknowledged by a partner, or perhaps arrogance leading to relationship issues. Following the patient evaluation of the Seven of Pentacles, this influence suggests potential disappointment or a lack of validation regarding your efforts in love. You might feel your investments aren't being seen or appreciated, or perhaps a relationship milestone feels anticlimactic or delayed. There could be a disconnect between effort and perceived success or recognition. Remember, this highlights potential disappointment, inviting introspection. It's a prompt to look beyond external validation. The advice is to focus on the intrinsic value of your efforts and the connection itself, rather than seeking external applause. Communicate your needs for appreciation, clearly but kindly. Examine if ego or arrogance, yours or a partner's, is playing a role. True success in love isn't always about public victory. Looking towards the potential outcome in love, we have the Empress. What a nurturing and abundant major arcana card for an outcome. The Empress represents femininity, fertility, nurturing, abundance, sensuality, creativity, and maternal love. Following patient investment, 7 Pentacles, and navigating potential lack of recognition, 6 Wands reversed, the Empress suggests a potential outcome of deep nurturing, connection, comfort, and perhaps creative or literal fertility within your relationships. It signifies finding abundance, warmth, and sensual pleasure. You could step into a more nurturing role, feel deeply cared for, or experience a flourishing of love and creativity. The guidance is to embrace your nurturing side, or appreciate it in a partner. Connect with sensuality and creativity within the relationship. Foster abundance and comfort. This is a beautiful outcome, suggesting potential for deep emotional and physical fulfillment. If you navigate the week's challenges with patience and focus on genuine connection over external validation. Moving now to your professional sphere and financial outlook, Capricorn. Let's explore the energies here. The foundation is represented by the Ace of Wands. The guiding influence is the Queen of Swords reversed, and the potential direction is shown by the Four of Swords reversed. Your money and career foundation this week is the Ace of Wands. This ace brings a burst of new energy, inspiration, potential, creativity, and the beginning of a new venture or project. It signifies enthusiasm, entrepreneurial spirit, and the spark of a new idea taking root. You're likely starting the week with a surge of motivation, a new opportunity presenting itself, or feeling inspired to take initiative in your work or finances. This is a dynamic and exciting foundation. The key influence or area demanding your focus is the Queen of Swords reversed. This Queen reversed can represent being overly critical or judgmental, bitterness, manipulation through sharp words, poor communication, or perhaps feeling isolated due to perceived coldness. Following the fiery start of the Ace of Wands, this influence warns of potential pitfalls in communication or judgment. You might encounter someone who is overly harsh or critical, or perhaps you yourself might become excessively sharp or negative, potentially dampening the enthusiasm of the new beginning. Clear boundaries might become rigid walls. Remember, this highlights potential communication or attitudinal challenges, inviting balance. The advice is to communicate clearly and directly, but temper sharpness with fairness and empathy. Avoid excessive criticism of self or others. Ensure judgments are based on facts, not bitterness or negativity. Maintain clear boundaries without isolating yourself. The potential outcome suggested by these energies is the Four of Swords reversed. This card reversed often signifies recovery after rest, re-awakening, re-entering the world after a period of withdrawal, or finding renewed energy and focus. Following a potentially inspiring start, Ace of Wands. Possibly challenged by harsh communication, Queen of Swords reversed. This outcome suggests a potential need to re-energize or recover before fully moving forward. It might indicate coming out of a period of stagnation or burnout. Finally finding the energy to act after contemplation, or perhaps needing to consciously push yourself back into action after a setback or period of withdrawal caused by the week's challenges. The guidance is to embrace the return of energy. If you've been resting or stagnant, it's time to re-engage. Find your focus and move forward from a place of renewed strength. Don't stay withdrawn longer than necessary. Active participation is called for now. So, Capricorn, this week begins with potential wariness, urging you to seek balance and moderation to avoid communication mishaps. In love, patient investment, even if feeling unacknowledged, can lead to nurturing abundance with the Empress. Career-wise, a fiery new start might face critical challenges, potentially leading to a phase of re-energizing and re-engagement. Wishing you a week of balanced resilience, nurturing connections, and renewed focus, Capricorn.